It's Wop. This is downtown Adrian J with the kicking sound in London town. It is hot out there. I mean, it is so hot. I want you to stick around because I've got a really quick fix. It's going to take literally 10 minutes to do if your blower motor suddenly stops working. Okay, so today I don't use the blower motor too much because I generally have the top down and I haven't been going out in the morning. So today when I was coming back from a drive, it was way too hot, so I put the top up and closed the top, and I went to put the AC on and nothing. All the lights came on, all the up and down things and everything. Nothing, nada, nothing. So obviously now I'm panicking because I need the blower. The blower is important. First of all, you think, well, the blower is just for your AC. Okay, fine, I can do without AC. No. When you have to demist the car, mist the windows, left the fuel, if the car gets misty, like late at night or whatever, you need to be able to do that, right? So this is an issue. So I was looking at some things which you can do. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got to get into BMW, I've got to get a new motor blower and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if you remember, I may not have mentioned this or may not have posted this, but about 6 months to a year ago, about 6 months maybe, there was a kind of a squeaky, chirpy noise. Now, this is a known issue. The blower motor, the bearing goes basically faulty. It dries up after a while. And it was annoying. It would come and go, and it was definitely the blower motor. So what I did was, when I took the cabin air filter out, what I did was I got one of these things. The problem is you can't really get into to put spray on where you need to. So I kind of aim sprayed it, and it's not really a good idea. I was talking to some guys after, it's not really a good idea. What you're supposed to do is take the fan out, clean it all up, and it's a good one. Now, I was looking online and a few bits and pieces. So this was what I was going to do. Number one, check the fuse to see if the blower motor fuse had gone. Now, if you've got a E82, E87, E88 1 series, it's going to be fuse number 88. Okay, it's a 30 amp fuse. It's a big fuse. It only controls, it actually controls two things. It controls that and the AC. So if you're going to if you're going to have a look at that, you're going to have to pull open the dashboard. You know how, not the dashboard, the glove box, and get your hand in, and it's crap. And I really don't like pulling fuses, as you may have seen from my other videos, without pulling the battery, and that's a whole palaver. So then I saw a video, and I'll try and list it down. So I'll put a link. There's a guy who did this. Now, he did it the kind of reverse, so I thought I'd do it another way. So what he did was, and it was really actually good, I liked and subscribed. So if you see this guy, like and subscribe. He's only got 19 subscribers, but like a little bit of common sense there. And I think he's also a Brit. Basically, what he did was he got under the dash, pulled the thing down to see the blower. And what he did, on the blower motor, and I'll see if I can get some pictures, you've got like the blower and you've got like a little panel, like a clip. You pull the clip and you can actually see inside the motor. And what he did was he sprayed some WD-40, no, not WD, he sprayed some 3-in-1. So that's why I know it's a UK guy. He sprayed some 3-in-1, nothing happened. He moved the blower motor up and down, up and down, up and down, nothing happened. So then he was trying to move it manually with a screwdriver, like the bushing from the motor, nothing happened. Then he went backwards and forwards, but this time he forgot and he left the fan on. He got in there and it was enough to kind of jerk it, and it was working. So I thought, hey, that's really excellent, but I don't want to be getting under my car in the dashboard to try and clear this. So saw another video online about a guy who basically pulled out the fan, and basically he was saying that 99% of the times it's this, and he got the fan and he tried to turn the motor and he couldn't. So he had it on the bench, opened it, blah, 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 all good. So then I thought, wait a minute, but I don't want to get in and do all that stuff if it isn't that, if it's something else. So this is what I decided to do. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you it not working because I got it working. I only just thought that, let me show you guys a fix. Now, what you need to do is you need a kind of a long screwdriver. Okay, you need to take the cabin filter off, so you need those little bolts. What I'm going to do is an afterthought. I'm going to get one of these because I can actually get my hand in there. I'm going to spray it with some PB Blaster, and kind of get it on the rotating bearing, I think, on the top. I don't think that's going to do a lot. I bet you it's going to go again, but this is a good quick fix to get you out of a spot. Now we're going to take a walk over to the car and I'm going to show you what I did. Okay guys, so here we are. So you need to take the cabin filter off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. If you're going to remove them and actually put them back in. You don't use power tools because I'll bust them up. I'll bust one up here and they're really brittle and they break, or they kind of open up. So just use a hand screwdriver. That's all. Once you've got that, if you can see in here, can you see there? If you remember my windscreen video project, I showed you this. Now that here is the fan. Okay, let's see if I'm getting a bit closer. There we go. Okay, the problem is when you get this, you can't get this in deep enough, right? Because what you end up doing is you end up spraying all over the place. It's kind of oil, so you have oil dripping all over the place, so that's an issue. You can get your hand in here, okay? So what I did, I don't really want to do this because I've got everything powered up, but let's show you. So I put my hand in here. Whoops. See these things? That's the blower motor. I tried to turn it. It should turn freely, and it would not turn. It was stuck basically. So what I did was I have one of these. I have one of these nice long screwdrivers. So what I did was I got my screwdriver in here on. Let's see if I can get a nice closer view. Sorry. Okay, excuse me. I got this on here. See now how it's moving easily? When I was trying it earlier, it was like really stuck. So just give it a push. Okay? Now, what you want to do, let me get my thingy bob in here. See this? You want to get some kind of a oil in here. Can you see it's rusted? It's got rust on there. You want to get some kind of oil. It's not going to work properly. I guarantee you. In maybe in a couple of months it's going to go. But then at least I'll know what it is and I can take it apart. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to get some PB Blaster. I'm going to spray it on there. Then I'm going to get my hand in there and just kind of get it all over in there. I'm going to put my hand this out because I don't think you can see anything except my hand. There. Can you see? Let me get my hand in there again. Really I want to spray it in there, but I can't. So I'm going to really liberally kind of clean it up. And if you see there, can you see? Working. Going to start the car up, and this should work. Can you hear that? Good. So it's all working. The
continuous recording will now start.
Now hang on a second, let me switch this off. Now the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, mums and dad, boys and kids at home in the gallery, what you can't smell is this. The whole cabin is full of PB Blaster. So I'm going to open the windows to try and air it out, and then that should last me for a while. So that was a relatively quick and easy fix. As I said, I don't believe for 1 second that this is going to last for very long. I mean, it may well do. I don't know. But that was very tight, and this usually makes more of an issue in the winter. But because I haven't been using a fan, like in the mornings, to heat the car or demist the car, and I haven't been really using the AC because I've been doing short trips and going to the, up the road, and only when it's really hot, I've got the AC on, so it's not using. So I reckon it's just sat there in one place, and it's like it's stuck. So that's the fix. So if this does go again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the dashboard, pull the dash, take the motor out, take it out, give it a full clean. So that's what it is. So there's two parts to this. You've got the fan and you've got like a resistor, a resistor fan. So like on here you've got speed 1, 2, 3 and 4. So generally speaking, you've got either one or two each. Either the motor fan blower goes, the fuse goes, or the resistor pack goes. Very rare all three of them goes. I didn't think it was the fuse because it controlled that. You could see on the panel everything was working, up and down and all the rest of it was working, so it kind of suggests to me that power was getting there, but it still might not have been. But the actual best way to check is, as I said, from there, and then to prove if the resistor pack is failing, what you'll have is you'll have weird issues with speeds being wrong. So you'll do it to speed 3 and you'll go up and down and you'll get hot and cold, that kind of a thing, but you will not get a dead stop not working. Okay, so I hope you like this and I hope you enjoy this quick fix, and you if it gets you out of spot of bother. Okay, it's not a permanent fix, but hopefully it's a quick temporary fix. Okay, so from us truly, Big J and J, saying peace out, unity. I'm out of here like a thief in the night. God bless you, and I'm going in, have a drink. It's too hot.